It's the NFL on EA Sports as we welcome you into Paycor Stadium on the riverfront here in Cincinnati. Tonight on this fine Thursday night, we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. Happy to be on hand. I'm Brandon Gunn with Charles Davis. And before we kick, partner, your keys to the game, please.
Well, my keys are on the defensive side of the ball for both teams. And the big one, making sure you avoid giving up the big play. These safeties are going to get tested all game long. Their job, keep the ball in front of them, tackle people, make them run extra plays in order to try and score.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Here come the Bengals, and CD, of course, it's Joe Burrow out of LSU at quarterback.
Hey, we all love a good story, and what we like even more, guys who can fight through adversity. Joe Burrow coming out of high school, goes to Ohio State, doesn't get a chance to start, transfers to LSU, not thought to be a top prospect, ends up the #1 pick in the draft, and justifies it. Tremendous play, excellent mobility, and leadership off the charts.
Well, that's good for a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up second down. And they're going to speed things up here.
Second and 4 at the 43-yard line.
Here's Burrow. That's complete. Once again, it's Gesicki. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
4 yards. And the
Here we go.
First down.
Now it's Burrow. Throw left side, complete to Chase.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now it's Burrow. He'll let this go for the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Throwing again, it's Burrow. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front, the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw it through contact.
Breaks the tackle, now an alley. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 14. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And the Bengals are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
That's another Bengals first
11.
There's Burrow setting up to throw it toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
leads to second.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. To the air again, Burrow. Open man is Higgins, and he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Bengals will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. So here come the Seahawks now for their first drive. Commanding the offense will be the highly touted USC product, Sam Darnold.
And the thing with Sam Darnold is we know the skill set is there. May not be the most mobile or strongest arm quarterback in the league, but usually plays with really good poise and at his best, like a point guard in basketball, able to move around and distribute the rock.
Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Throw left side complete. That's Price. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works in past the 50. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Seahawks first down.
On the give, here's Charbonnet. And he is going to lose yardage here. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. From the 50, it's Darnold. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. No gain on the play. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Back deep is Charlie Jones. Not too shabby here. This will skip out of bounds at about the 12-yard line. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their 2nd drive. But just 2 series in here, Charles, but everything's gone to script so far. They got a touchdown on their first drive. Their defense holds, and now they've got a chance to take a 2-score lead.
And to co-sign with you, exactly the start they scripted out. And really, that kind of start, that can set the tone for the game for them.
The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Over the middle, he finds Higgins. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Burrow throw. So that one complete once again to Higgins. And Higgins is going to have a Bengals first down as he's up to the 43. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Ready for the 2nd quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here, as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Burrow looking to pass. And he'll find Chase on the right side, complete. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Another catch for him there, and the numbers starting to stack up a bit. He's closing in already on a 100-yard game. We're still in the first half. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. And this one is incomplete. 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. And Burrow going to throw again. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Jamar Chase, 29 yards. And the Bengals have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their 2nd drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. That'll be caught by Kupp. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
That's another Seahawks first down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
2nd and 9.
Here we go, son.
And now a handoff to Charbonnet. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And that is no good. And this will remain a 2-touchdown game.
Yeah, 55 yards is anything but a gimme. You've got to really concentrate on your leg swing and proper technique. This time, though, he's unable to convert.
There's a look at receiver Jamar Chase as the Bengals get set to go on offense. Making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but he's shredding defenses, getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
I'm a dive about. I'm a direction to write about. Did too much, I'm the type I'm out. But I'm gonna whip in that Michael route. Step on my brothers, we hike them down. I'ma step on my brothers, I hike them down.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Now they're set up nicely at the 45-yard line after the missed field goal from 55.
Let's get set. 180.
A first carry for Samaje Perine. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. And they go play action now. Burrow. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. So a costly penalty yardage-wise as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball. And if you're playing the man, you get a lot less leeway in terms of what's going to happen at the end of the play. But if you're looking for the football, it's less likely to draw the flag.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Looking for Chase on the out route. He's got him. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Shotgun handoff to Brown here. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. 2nd down and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. He's got Higgins over the middle. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Burrow going for it on fourth. Touchdown, Bengals. Mike Gesicki, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Bengals take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6. Just a sensational start for this offense, Charles. 3 drives, 3 passing touchdowns.
Is that like mentioning a perfect game in baseball, or are we cool to do it here in football, Tony?
No, I think you can do it here in football. I think perfect game in baseball, that's its own category.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. Could not imagine a worse start for that secondary. Or let's face it, a better one for this offense. No chance they stop passing now the way that it's going. I think they'll continue to press the ball downfield and hopefully reap the same results.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
He's going to look deep down the field, and that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. To throw is Darnold. That'll be taken in by Shaheed. And this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Here's Michael Dixon now to punt. So possession goes over here on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And with a 21-0 lead already, no need really to take any unnecessary risks. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So pass interference, the call is so tough as a defender, I'd imagine, to time that up perfectly.
It certainly is difficult to get it exactly right because sometimes you're looking at getting that fractions of seconds.
That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bengals will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it is 28-0. So time it up for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first. Well, you can't skip halftime on Sundays, but you can right here. So it's over, and on to the third quarter we march. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. And able to get this out to the 25. Here comes the Seahawks offensive unit. They'll have it first to begin the third. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now Darnold. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Michael Dixon to punt for the Seahawks.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. Good coverage there. An even 50-yard punt leads to a return of 5. And they will take over 1st and 10. Jamar Chase hoping to be at center stage yet again as the offense returns to the field. Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that now.
And as we analyze how he's getting them, that's where it really becomes fun because, let's face it, they keep sending coverage at him, keep trying to put the pressure on, but he finds ways downfield and finds openings. That's a really crafty receiver.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Now Burrow. That's caught. Andre Yoshivas. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
That's good.
Here's Burrow. Open Magnus Yoshivas. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter.
Here we go. 12.
P-Line fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Once more, P-Line. But he will go backwards as he stopped for a loss. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. This time, Burrow will look to throw. Touchdown! Jamar Chase on a touchdown throw from Joe Burrow. And the Bengals open the lead up to 34-0. Boy, another score. This lead gets even bigger. And Charles, we haven't even hit the 4th quarter yet.
Well, forget the deficit, right? They're really not going to cut into that a heck of a lot. But how can they get out of here with some dignity? Can they get a stop or 2? Can they make a play on offense themselves? Anything to start to feel better about what's happened to them here in this one.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes this 35-0 now.
Seahawks, nothing. Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. And out now come the Seahawks.
The disparity in this game, it just seems to grow with each possession here, Charles. They are really struggling. They have not put up a single point, and on the other side, the points keep piling up and up and up.
So you know the frustration level has to be rising, right? So they've got to find a way to quell that because otherwise they certainly won't get anything done in this one. Keep diving deeper into the offensive playbook. The bottom line is don't quit competing.
Now it's Darnold. Open man left side. He has it. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
Now the margin on that scoreboard, obviously for them it looks daunting. I don't know, Charles. They're probably not focused on that right now. Maybe just chaining together a positive drive with plays like we just saw, giving themselves something to build on.
Yeah, I think you're right about that, and what they have to be careful of is getting glued to that scoreboard and trying to do too much. Because if you do that, you're all but guaranteed to start making mistakes. Just focus on one play at a time and make each one successful.
Another big gain or two in succession as this one goes for 32.
Well, not many teams use the fullback in the passing game. Heck, not many teams use a fullback anymore in the NFL. And even with those that do, you don't typically see a lot of big plays when the ball's thrown to him. In this case, it exceeded expectations.
Here's Darnold. He'll find Shaheed out to the right. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a second and short.
Brings up second and a yard at the 14-yard line.
Out of the gun to give to Charbonnet. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
Here's Darnold.
He finds Smith and Jigba in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown.
A 14-yard touchdown.
And the Seahawks are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit.
That's why you've got your star out there. Throw the ball to him. They did.
That's simply saying we don't care what coverage you put out there. He's so good, we're going there with the football anyway, and there's not a thing you can do about it.
Inside the red zone, they go to him. He gets it done. Myers connects on the PAT. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. Touchdown. Here's Myers to boot it away.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Bengals offense and Joe Burrow getting set for this next drive. And he's been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been totally taken apart, and that is borne out in his numbers. He's been terrific all game long.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up. Now it's Burrow. Got a man. It's Brown.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
That's another Bengals first down.
Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Back now in Cincinnati. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
On one, ready?
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. An inside give, Brown. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left for being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try to finish off the game.
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawks defense. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
10 yards on the play. It's now third down.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And that is too far out in front. He couldn't haul it in. Incomplete.
Chase, incomplete.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
And Seattle now ready to march out of the field.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and they'll be left with second and a couple. Back to throw, Darnold. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack. Back at the 47-yard line. Dexter Lawrence breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. The Seahawks on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Darnold. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there. And now 4th down. Fourth down, and for Darnold, it's desperation time. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Seahawks go for it, but can't convert. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. And he's got his tight end. It's Mike Gesicki.
It's a gain of 16 yards. That's good for a Bengals.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
At the 31-yard line.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And that is incomplete.
Pretty secure lead, but what's the harm in adding another touchdown, right? At least that's what they were thinking on that snap. But if he wants to add more points, got to bring the throw down just a little bit and keep it in the end zone.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out, because this one, it was over a long time ago.
So after 5 touchdowns offensively, hey, maybe it's time to get the kicker a little work, and he's able to connect there.
I love that empathetic side of you. You're worried about him getting some action, getting to be a part of the game. Well, he got in and got it done.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. See if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game, and sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. 3rd and 8. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Darnold now to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or two short. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Seattle. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback.
The Bengals offense and Jamar Chase set to take over once more. And he's looking to finish strong. He has been the star of the show as they have just had absolutely no answers for him defensively.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the fourth quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 10.
Burrow looking to pass. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Burrow.
He rifles one, and it's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Ernest Jones.
And the return will stop right around the 25.
On 1st and 10, it's Charbonnet.
He had to fight that time. Ran through 1 tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Darnold from the gun.
Gets this complete to Shaheed.
Great move, but still wrangled before reaching the 20.
Now a 3rd and 6.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Faking the give, Darnold. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down.
Now they snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. And they'll get this down to the 10. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
That's good for the Seahawks. 1st down. 1st and goal.
So this one in the win column now for the